sensitivity training for a politically correct world. It's Wednesday morning. It's March the 29th, 2023. I'm Woody. That's Ravy.
Hello.
There's Greg Gorey.
Hi.
Menace is here.
What is up, Woody?
What is up?
You.
What?
Hey.
It was very dramatic.
Hey,
Oh.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you forget my name or
What is up,
a
Woody?
little technical glitch there?
Little pause.
Just the synapse didn't fire.
Seabass. Good morning,
Call
Seabass.
timing, thank you. Yep, thank
Good timing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Sammy.
Good morning.
There is Morgan. We got Morgan here. We got Vaughn here. We got the phones open at 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. You can hit us up with a text over to 22987. Fellas, imagine you're at your daughter's wedding.
Okay.
And your soon-to-be son-in-law pulls this during the vows. Now, he thinks he's being hilarious.
I bet he was.
I have audio from the ceremony. You should also know, by the way, that his mother is the one officiating the whole thing. She is mega embarrassed. And here we go.
Only two things are required to keep me happy. Keep my belly full and my balls empty. So you're amazing at half of it. We really need to get you some cooking lessons. Even when my belly isn't full, there is no one I could ever love more in this lifetime, unless I actually get a chance to meet Margot Robbie. Since the beginning, I was always told, life gets even better when the kids fall asleep and you tell me to come to the bedroom. Nothing's better than the sound of gagging and headboard slamming. P.S. Since you're so good at making decisions, you can choose whether tonight's going to end with being a toaster, strudel, or a Twinkie.
Get it.
Being that I am his mom, I will deal with him later. He is grounded. By all means.
What is she going to say? But can you imagine?
Wow. What kind of Alabama crap is that?
There's Dad's little girl up there.
Wow.
Like, how would your dad react?
That's like, not
How would
well.
your dad react?
Not good.
No, my dad would pull me off the altar. That wedding would not be happening.
This guy,
Yeah.
I'm looking at a photo. He's not in high school, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
Like 32.
Yeah.
Idiots.
I'm like, oh my God. Now, you've seen some cringy things, you know, from some of these wedding videos or whatever. And I'm sure he thought he was being hilarious.
Kind of made me chuckle at first.
Yeah, oh,
How would
God.
That went downhill so fast.
So fast.
Now, look, if,
So bad.
well, yeah.
Like the one comment, you probably could have let it slide,
Sure,
like the
like-
first one.
Right.
But to,
Yeah.
but to elaborate and elaborate and elaborate.
Oh,
Yeah.
Double down
And-
every sentence.
Yeah.
You can choose if you're going to be a toaster strudel or a Twinkie. Okay.
Yeah.
And it was delivered so poorly, I don't
Right.
think there's no way it's fake.
Right.
Because that's just like, that's
No,
how
but that's the thing. He just thinks he's hilarious.
Right, exactly.
Now, let's say it was just you and your new bride, and you're at the Taco Bell cantina, like
Yeah.
Menace did, getting married, and nobody else is around except for the Taco Bell officiant or whatever. Fine.
I don't even think that would fly.
Well, I'm saying, like, whatever.
Because
I
you're
mean,
with the officiant.
I know, but you don't know that person.
Yeah, it's not your mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not your mom. There's nobody else there. It's just it's a little joke between the two of you or whatever.
I can
All right.
imagine
But
doing
like the fact that there were obviously other people there,
that in front of family
oh,
members.
I'd kill him.
That's
Yeah.
bachelorette party stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Kill him.
Oh.
I remember the big scandal was my aunt was getting married, and my dad, like the guy that she was marrying, the family asked for a bread roll, and he used his hand to hand over the bread roll to them, and it was like the biggest scandal ever because he palmed the hand roll.
That was the
Like,
scandal.
That was a scandal. Imagine something like this. Oh God.
So crazy.
People nowadays don't even like when the groom goes under the dress to get the garter.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
like
Even
yeah.
that is like.
Oh, gross.
Some other stuff to share with you here in John Wick Chapter 4. Keanu Reeves only has 380 words of dialogue.
Well, he's
Now-
not much of a wordsmith.
Quick math on this: he was paid $15 million for the movie, so that means he made $39,473.68 per word
Nice.
of dialogue.
And that's probably not even figuring in
Right.
how much Keanu gets on the back end. Or
Sure.
on the back end. Yeah.
The director says, quote, Mr. Reeves stripped out roughly half of the dialogue written for his character in the initial script.
Oh wow, he did it himself.
Yeah. Not gonna do that.
But isn't the previous John Wick's like that as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about action. He lets his actions speak for himself. You know?
Yes.
Do all the talking.
How many dollars per punch and shot? That's the real
I know,
question.
right?
Yeah.
Trey Parker, co-creator of South Park, he's going to direct a slave reenactment comedy.
Oh,
Whatever that is.
cool.
It sounds like the producers or something.
Oh, maybe.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, probably ending with season 12. Anybody still watching that?
No, I haven't watched it in a
Yeah.
while.
It's one of those, like, I love it every time I watch it. I've just never watched it consistently, where it was like an every week thing.
Well, the season's just come out, you know,
Yeah.
when Larry David's on a whim and wants to do some.
Right. But season 12 apparently has already finished filming. And finally, where's the love? Hugh Grant says that co-stars in movies don't hook up anymore, Greg, because
Why?
they're too busy looking at their cell phones, which is a big gripe that Greg was having the other day.
Yeah.
He was at a Depeche Mode concert,
Right.
and he was so angry
I was borderline depressed.
because he said there was a lack of energy in the crowd.
So much so. It's things have changed so much, and it's not a revelation. This is not a new phenomenon by any means. But when you have, for me, Depeche Mode is like, my Beatles. They're like my number one. And when you remember like going to your favorite show, and it was just the energy and that excitement, and now it's just nothing but phones. Again, not a revelation, nothing new.
Well, also at a Depeche Mode show, everybody's 100, right? So
That is true.
So there's a lot more energy, or a lot less energy just in general, and then people are more subdued anyway, and they're almost like they're at their grandkids' concert,
Right.
like a school concert. They're just like videotaping the whole thing because maybe they won't remember it.
It's not just that they're on their phones. It's that they're on their phones and then they're uploading and then they're checking and
Yes.
then
Yeah.
so it's
Right.
not just that they're like not looking at the stage.
Yeah.
Right, and I
Yeah.
took a few photos here and there, and then would put the phone in my pocket, and then you're surrounded by people with phones, and then you see footage of other shows on their tour, and you're like, wow, it's really kind of subdued. Oh, that's right, because look at the crowd. Everybody's on their phone.
Yeah, and there is something to be said about older. Like when I went to that Richard Marx show, like back in the day, I'm sure Richard Marx was quite the energetic, like everybody like his all the hits and everything. But now when you go, it's all older people.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're sipping on their little like plastic cup of wine, and
Right.
they're sounds pretty nice to you.
Right.
It's like it's just a little different now. So when you go to see those like older bands,
Dude, you're not kidding. I was telling
Yeah.
Ravy that at the Depeche Mode show. Oh my God! You know how you're not a fan of Youth Fighters, would?
Yeah.
Oh my
there's some
God!
stuff,
I saw
I'm sure.
so many purple-haired, blue-haired Youth Fighters.
like 65-year-old ladies.
I saw quite a few Canes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was it was a mix between that and then like young teenagers, like the lower end of teenagers.
Well, they're the ones driving their grandparents.
Yeah.
They're the DD.
Take me to the show.
Yeah, the designated drivers.
So funny.
Yeah, they
doing
drive
something
those
nice
public
for-
access
yeah.
buses
I mean,
that
don't get me-
drop the nice
They're
people
doing
off.
something nice for Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it rolled.
Yeah.
There was, God, I can't remember who it was. There was some celebrity here in the last few days that brought up a really good point. And the example she brought up was Coldplay. She goes, why can't concerts, big concerts, why do they all have to be at night? Why can't you have a concert,
And a nooner?
a matinee? Something that starts like at noon or 1 o'clock. She goes, because look, I'd love to go see Coldplay, but I'm not going if the concert starts at 7 or 8 o'clock and there's an opener.
Yeah.
I'm just not going. What a great idea. Why not have like a matinee show?
For the unemployed.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I want to go
saying,
see shows too.
no, I'm saying like if it's like a Friday
I
or
was gonna say you
Saturday.
can't do that during the week, but you certainly could on a Saturday.
But
Well, that's why.
and she was like, can you imagine? Like you'd gone to the Coldplay show, you went out to a nice dinner, you had an after dinner drink, and you're home by 8.
It'd be amazing.
If it's an
Or
outdoor
not.
show, it's because of lighting, because lighting has so much to do with it. I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, that's called a festival.
Yeah, it's festivals.
Yeah,
That's where
it'll
you
be
get
a
to see
daytime.
like headline type acts during the day.
Right.
Yeah. But if you go to like one of those amphitheater shows or something in an arena, obviously you can do whatever you want. Like what a great idea. That sounds awesome.
I think the bands would like it too.
Yeah.
The W, really.
Yeah. And then you have your evening.
Yeah.
But Hugh Grant's not wrong.
Yeah. I thought that was a good idea.
They should spend more time hooking up with
They
co-stars.
should.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Because what do you do in your downtime? Because on movie sets, and Woody knows this because he's now
Right.
a TV star.
Oh, yeah.
He's soon to
Yeah.
be. There's so much downtime, and so what do? Instead of chatting with people, getting to know them, perhaps having sexual
Yeah, they should
relations,
be banging.
they're looking at their phone.
Looking at your
Or
phone.
maybe they just
And
want
not
to talk
banging
to
Hugh Grant.
you.
That's true.
Which, by the way, yesterday I got another email. I guess I'm going back for another episode of Minds.
Oh, no big deal.
No.
Yeah. So
They
I'm gonna
wanted
go
to kill
down
your
there.
character. Wanted to kill your character off. They just couldn't though, right?
Well, I can't. Well, I was supposed to be involved in something pretty cool, and then they changed the whole scene and
Change the
whatever
arc
around. Yeah, changed the arc a little bit.
And Easy Reyes is not no longer getting a man-on-man.
But this is
Oh,
the.
man.
Oil massage.
No, but I'm saying like this is the final season, and so I mean the showrunner had we were talking about you know the season and you know people coming back. He's you know we'll definitely bring you back. Blah 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 blah. And he goes, well, it's kill or be killed. So great, let's go. I think it'd be so much fun.
Let's go.
One or the other.
I'd love to
Let's go.
For them to squib you up.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
What are they gonna do about your body padding? Because you're
I don't need body padding. Things change. I'm you know I'm
there'll
a
be a
member.
body differential.
Look, there's these guys in these clubs, man. They do a lot of drugs, and
Yeah, the whole
they're-
story
yeah,
about
Oh,
Ozempic.
okay, so they're gonna say, they're addicted to Ozempic.
there's a whole go
All
thing.
the minds
Yeah.
get it. Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
they got into the Ozempic
no.
black market.
Well, no, there's a whole area of town they call Meth Mountain, and so a lot of these guys are, you know, carryovers from Meth Mountain and stuff like that. And so yeah, like junkies and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be unrealistic that somebody not on Wegovy, but you know, just on meth.
We're running Mexican Ozempic up there.
Nice.
See the story.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can write me your medicine. We're there to buy it.
I know.
Yeah, bro.
I'm down.
We got so many customers.
Yeah.
You
Looking
got my
for it.
Ozempic pen?
Well, no, because I'm in the first episode, and I think that's probably going to be in April sometime. I'm guessing it usually is like April.
We've been waiting.
April or May. Well, I'm waiting for them to make the announcement because I don't know.
Call them and tell them.
I know.
Hurry.
All right, we're going
Hey,
to take
dog.
a quick break. And we got some trending news headlines. That'll be coming up next here on The Woody Show. Hang on.
The Woody Show would like to pause for a moment to address an emergency diarrhea situation. We'll be back right after this.